Bangladesh, as you know, we graduated to a lower middle income country at the end of 2015 with our stated goal to get into an upper middle income country in 2021 and then to a developed economy in 2041. Now, we are all very excited about these goals, but as you would very well know, that infrastructure would be at the core of all these achievements. Businesses cannot really achieve if the infrastructure is not in place. Your views on it, Abul Kasem?
Bangladesh is considered one of the fastest growing nations. We are growing quite fast, only due to the COVID situation. We hope it's a temporary situation. Bangladesh would revert back to its growth trajectory. Here, infrastructure, as I mentioned, plays a very important role. And given Bangladesh's goal to achieve middle income status and in fact SDG and to be a developed country by 2041, these goals are very much associated with good infrastructure. And when I say good infrastructure, meaning efficient infrastructure. So therefore, these targets that have been set by the government needs to be backed up by good infrastructure. And if you see all the, as I mentioned, that most of the countries in their development cycle did benefit from good infrastructure, and that made them competitive. And if you see Bangladesh's current competitiveness in infrastructure, including logistics, we are quite far below the ranking system. So this is where something which is probably having an impact on our FDI, on our competitiveness. We are competitive in certain areas, but we are not competitive in the infrastructure side. So our supply and infrastructure is also quite not very competitive. So this is an area where the government is focusing. Over the last 10 years, under the leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister, infrastructure has received a lot of importance, no doubt. But we need to improve from that foundation and move further to 6-7% investment, infrastructure investment to GDP. And this is the main challenge for Bangladesh because we are a developing country, no doubt, and we are having resource limitation because of our economy. That is okay, but we have opportunities for the private sector to invest in infrastructure. And this is where I think the government needs to structure policies and programs so to bring into not only local investment, but also foreign investment. And as you know, we have the public-private authority established, I think, a couple of years ago. But unfortunately, we are not seeing good results from these from the PPP projects. And that is where I think we need to work on under our annual development plan. The good projects, goes into the budget, and the not so good projects are considered for PPP. So this is something the government needs to look into to attract businesses to invest. Businesses will only invest if there is profit and there is return on investment.